Computer running slow? Has your machine somehow acquired a life of its own?
It's alive!
Or do you simply desire a deeper and more meaningful connection? Be one with your operating system. It's Arizona's computer guru, Mike Swanson, and his show starts now. Listen in, chat in, and watch live streaming at gurushow.com. Want your voice to be heard? Call in with your questions and riddles. The number is 520-790-2040. This is the Computer Guru Show on AM 1030, KVOI, The Voice.
Hello and welcome to the Computer Guru Show. My name is Mike, here to deal with your technology needs and treat you like a person in the process because, well, that's what we do. Right? Hey,
Right. Tom,
how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Look at that. Look at that. He's got to grab his microphone and everything.
I didn't know you wanted to talk to me.
Well,
All right.
I just figured I'd
Let
say
me get
hello.
my headphones, okay?
All right, you do that. All right, so welcome to the show. Tara, how are you?
Doing good.
Did you know that as of October 3rd at 11:01 a.m., the Guru Show is charging $5.99 pound. £5.99 to this whole week I've been so irritated with that whole Facebook hoax thing.
Yeah, the hoax.
It's like everybody in the world is saying, well, it's better safe than sorry. I better say that, Facebook doesn't have any rights to my stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
You signed it when you signed up.
Yes, you did. It's just sort of, it's so dumb. It just makes it, I don't even know how to express how much it upsets me to see all of those. They're just sheeple.
Yeah.
Right.
And I saw you posting on it throughout the week.
Yeah. Well,
And I had many other friends do so as well, and I was proud of them. Thank you, friends, for not falling for it.
All right, people. This is not how this works.
No.
Let's just take just a moment without even looking anything up, without even going to Snopes and finding out what's really happening here. Mm-hmm. Let's just think about how Facebook works for a second. They have a gigantic user base.
Oh, yeah.
Huge, gigantic user base. And that's how they make their money. They make millions and millions of dollars every year off of showing ads to the user base.
Right.
So if they were to start charging, which to me sounded like quite a bit of money, like £6 a month,
Yeah.
which would be about $15 US.
Yes.
How many people do you think would actually pay $15 a month to use Facebook?
Nobody.
Right. Almost nobody. It would just kill the user base.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be gone. That would be Facebook's quickest way to find their nearest competitor, right? Because everybody would just abandon ship.
Yeah.
The more I think about it, the more I kind of wish that would happen. But there's just no way. There's no way that Facebook would be like, okay, let's go ahead and just kill our user base by trying to charge them money. And I don't think it's just dumb.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense at all from a financial standpoint.
Well, they make a ton off of ad revenue. They don't need to charge people.
Right.
It's
well,
common sense.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Right? That is Facebook would not be able to show you, or would be less likely to show you ads if you had to pay to get into Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because there would have to be a benefit.
Right.
And the truth is that the ads within Facebook are sort of innocuous.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They could probably add we could charge you $1 a month, and nobody will be able to invite you to play any stupid games.
I think most people would be
Yeah.
down with that.
I'd totally give them $1 a month just to not be invited to play stupid games. So-and-so wants you to farm a radish or whatever. I don't even know how that works in Facebook, but no invites. That just makes me crazy. So there's some ways that you can look these things up. Mm-hmm. And the quick and easy one, seeing you're already on the internet, is Snopes, right? They have a reputation for being, for the most part, uninvested in the answer.
Well, and even if you just Googled it, if you Google it, news sites come up with Facebook hoax.
Yeah, but nobody believes the real news.
Oh, I know. They're not, believable.
And while we're on the
trustworthy.
subject of nobody believing real news, how about people should stop believing fake news too?
Yeah.
Because every once in a while you'll see one of those you'll
The Onion.
there's a news article and it's obviously The Onion, right? And people seem to think that The Onion is a credible source. It is not. It is a parody website that makes the most ridiculous news up possible.
It's funny, though.
It is funny, but there are some people that will post it as, "See, I told you," and then, oh man,
Yeah.
It's nice though because if you see that in your Facebook feed, you know exactly who to unfollow, right? It's just like if you believe that, there was an article on there about the water that was found in Russia or on Mars,
Right.
and that basically there was a race to say, well, we have to get the only drinkable water left in the universe first, and that there's all kinds of craziness about this water.
Right.
And there were people that were, because there was a Russia-U.S. water race, there were people that were just saying very dumb things.
Yeah.
And it's just like, come on now. It's obviously fake. There's just no way.
And see, you would think that, and yet, there's still people who post it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, and the truth is I've posted Onion things on there just to see how
For the
people
satire,
respond
yeah.
to it. But at least, my own personal rule is if I post something from the Onion, I don't get involved in the comments, right? I just want to be like, want to see what happens amongst the
Social experiment.
Yeah, that's what my Facebook experience is about. It's either advertising or
Experimenting
on
on
the guinea pigs. You never know. All right, let's talk to Jeff. Hello, Jeff. How are you?
I'm doing great, Mike. How about you?
Not bad. What can I do for you?
I have two questions. First of all, on Windows 10, is it safe to upgrade to that yet? Has enough time expired?
What is your current operating system?
Windows 7 and everything's perfect.
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Not yet. Not quite yet.
If I did install in the future, is it best just to do a clean install? Just kind of suck it
The
up.
clean
and do it?
installs have been better. Yes.
Okay.
So the answer is yes.
Excellent. I will do that maybe in the future.
Well,
Second question.
probably within the next 9 months
Yes. Before the year expires.
before your free upgrade expires, right?
Gmail. My main Gmail, unfortunately, I wasn't smart, and I got on a big spam list. On my phone, you can hard press on it, and you can say block domain, and I do that religiously now for all these spams that I'm getting. Outlook 2013 has junk block sender. Do any of these things work, Mike, or am I wasting my time doing all this stuff with each little spam thing?
Individually, it's not the greatest. I mean, it's an exercise in futility to a certain extent. So it's a Gmail domain, so it's something at gmail.com.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What?
Your email address is at gmail.com.
It is.
Okay. One of the most effective ways to deal with that stuff is to be reporting it as spam on the website. So in Gmail, the webmail version.
Okay, how do you do that? I haven't quite figured that out from the web part. The phone's easy.
Yeah, well, if you're in the web version of Gmail, you can just put a bunch of check boxes next to all of the spam mail that you're receiving, and there is a mark as spam button at the top.
Okay, it's catching it though, Mike, and it's sending it to the spam folder already. Is that? Do I need to do anything further than just delete it, or is there a way to register all that?
Well, if it's already in the spam folder, it already knows it's spam.
Okay. So anything further than that isn't needed. Just delete it, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Now,
And there's no other way.
Your phone really shouldn't be showing you those spam messages, right? Because your phone should not be showing you the spam folder unless you're in there telling it, "Show me the spam folder."
Well, I go and look because I
Okay.
can see there's 132 in the spam folder. I'm like, oh my god,
Well, that's quite a few. Meaning that's not very much. yeah, let's see. My spam folder on a daily basis is a few hundred. So yeah, that's normal. And no, there's not much you can do to make that better. You can change your email address and don't give it out to anybody.
Well, I got smart and I finally made a fake one for signing up for stuff.
There you
not a fake
go.
One, but a different one.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, well, I finally got smart, I guess.
Well, thank
Too late.
you, Jeff. I teaching the people, man. Teaching the people.
Great show, Mike.
Thanks, appreciate it. It's spam. Spam's a terrible thing.
I just had to go look at mine. I have 240 right now.
Did you know that 97% of mail is spam? 97% of all mail traffic globally is spam.
I believe it.
Only 3% is legitimate mail going from one place to another.
I believe it.
It's kind of like the real mailbox, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't get any real mail either. All I get is,
I get excited when I
you
get
should
something
buy a
that's real.
new car.
Yeah.
Oh,
Refinance your home.
that's right. By the way, here's a packet of mailers of things that you'll never buy, and if you do, you're dumb. Okay, so there seems to be a theme going on today.
Oh, man.
You want to not be dumb? Do you want to not be dumb? Go to Perfection Auto Works and get your car looked at. 26-point inspection. Totally for free.
For free.
Right? Because, it's not dumb to get that stuff for free.
Yeah.
Right? And then you know what's going on with your car, and you can get it fixed by a place that will do it right. They're much like Computer Guru in that respect. Mm-hmm. They're awesome. They're fantastic. They're Perfection Auto Works. You should listen to their ad. We're going to break. Oh yeah, Tom doesn't know. We're going to break. We'll be right back.
Computer troubles? Need some advice? Call in now. Mike Swanson will be back after these messages. The Computer Guru Show, AM 1030, KVOY, The Voice. Your technology guru, Mike Swanson, is answering all your questions one by one.
Yes, science!
So chime in with yours. The website is gurushow.com. Tune in, click in, and kick back. This is the Computer Guru Show.
Welcome back to the Computer Guru Show. My name is Mike, here to deal with your technology needs and treat you like a person in the process. 790-2040 if you'd like to be part of the show. That's 520-790-2040.
Yep. That's it.
Have I actually remembered the phone number?
I think you did.
Oh, that's weird. It's only been like, a year and a half. Managed to remember the phone number here. That's so weird. Okay.
That means you data dumped an IP address or something somewhere.
Yeah, there's something missing now for my brain that's probably important. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not going to know how to tie my shoes later or something. I don't know. Oh, my goodness. So there's lots in the news today.
Yeah.
All right, so one of the things that I do want to talk about is solid-state drives. We're going to get to that in the next segment. However, we're going to talk a little bit about Patreon at the moment.
Yeah.
All right. So at the end of the show, you hear us talk about you can support the show on Patreon. And lots of people use it. Lots of content providers use Patreon. Well, turns out somebody stole their database, hacked the Patreon. Now, there's an upside to the way that Patreon stores their information. Mm-hmm. There's no credit card information at all in their database anywhere. They don't store it, which is good.
Yep.
So the most that they can get is a username and a password and an email address.
And even the password is encrypted.
Yeah, the password's encrypted. However, if you are a supporter on Patreon or you yourself are a Patreon content creator or being supported by Patreon, you should probably change your password.
Yep.
It's a good idea.
Very good idea.
Get on your password changing.
Yeah. Because this is a deep hack, and now it's available publicly, which
Right.
is not good.
But still, at least there's no credit card information.
Yes, that
and
is
there's
good.
no and Patreon doesn't ask you for identifiable information like social security numbers or anything like that. So there's none of that to give away. Mm-hmm. So no identity theft and no money theft, which makes me kind of happy, right? Because we use Patreon.
Yeah.
And beyond that, it's just like the Target hack, Home Depot, All of these other ones had like billing information,
Right.
and in some cases had like social security numbers and home addresses and all of that stuff. So it's nice to see that, and I think that Patreon probably did this in a good way, right? Whereas they had separate databases for different things, and the fact that they don't store any credit card information online at all, right? That's all handled through a separate processor. So it's not even Patreon.
Right.
That's a good way to do it, and I think other people need to sort of take note here, take a lesson, because
Patreon definitely had foresight. So good on them.
no, it's good. It's good. I like it.
Don't keep all your eggs in one basket.
So you should log into the Patreon site, change your password,
Yes.
and then afterwards support the show.
Dun, dun, dun.
Is that how that works? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's how it works. All right, is Jeff calling back?
Yes.
Jeff wants to talk. All right, hello, Jeff.
Hello again.
Hi.
I had a follow-up question, similar, but for Outlook. Third question of the day. Wow, I feel special too. Thanks. Outlook, just started recently using it, 2013. When I open it or I hit send and receive all, the emails, I have two accounts, the Gmail and a Comcast, that it's pulling from.
Right.
It takes forever to populate with new emails. It completes all the syncing of folders, and it could be 3 to 5 minutes. Is there some setting that I'm missing or not doing, or is that just kind of the nature of Outlook?
The answer is no to both of those. So there's something else going on there. How large is your mail store?
Mail store, meaning how
All right,
many
so
am I pulling?
Outlook saves all your mail into a file. Do you know how much mail you have?
No, but it's not that much. It's just two two normal emails. That a little bit more with the spam lately, and the other one that I mentioned earlier, but not that much.
Okay, so let me give you an example. I have every email sent and received to me since 2007, and the population time on my Outlook is about a second,
Wow.
maybe two. So there's something probably wrong with one of your data files. It's corrupted, maybe didn't get upgraded properly. It's somehow broken.
Okay.
And so I would look at fixing that. There's a utility that's built into Office, or it's not built in, but it comes pre-installed with Office, which allows you to scan the files that Outlook uses to store mail for errors. And so you should run that utility. Now, if you have a new version, and did you upgrade this from an older version?
No, we just bought a couple Surface Pros for the girls for school, and it came with the Office, whatever their 365, whatever deal. So I could, basically, I guess, call them and see if they can help too, since it's under the warranty. But
One is it the Gmail that's slow, or is it the Comcast that's slow, or is it both?
it's both.
Okay.
It is both, yeah.
All right. So here's what I would do. The Gmail one's easy, right? You just delete the account and recreate it. That's not a big deal, because all your stuff's going to come back because it's Gmail.
Okay.
The Comcast one, did you say Comcast or Cox?
Yep, Comcast.
And so the Comcast one's a little more difficult. So if it's set up as like a POP account, then you have to do all kinds of stuff to back up your mail and deal with that stuff. If it's an IMAP account, then same rule apply. Just delete the account and recreate it.
Okay.
Just
And
because.
that generally fixes the issues. There's something weird with one of the files in there, right?
Yeah, I'm guessing there's something wrong with one of the data files. It shouldn't take that long,
Okay. I will try that.
unless you have really, really slow internet.
No, it's pretty good.
Okay, then yeah, I would just be careful with that Comcast one.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks. Appreciate the call.
Dun, dun,
Hey,
dun.
Mike, can I ask you a question?
Of course you can.
Is there a particular email service that you prefer or would recommend over others, and any particular reason why?
Well, I can tell you what I don't like people using. I don't like people using provider emails. So, like Comcast or Cox. All right, mostly because they have terrible mail service in the first place. But secondly, at some point, you're going to move or you're going to change providers. Like Google Fiber's going to come into town and you're going to be like, screw Cox, we're not going to use them anymore. All right, and then you end up with this email address that is permanently stuck with a provider you can't use anymore or don't use or whatever. And it'll be the most expensive pop email box you've ever paid for, right? Because you'll still end up paying for, $40 a month to keep that email address like a lot of people do. So provider email is terrible. Don't use it. I'm a big fan of people having their own domains. I like people to, like I have AZ Computer Guru and Guru Show and a bunch of others. And there's email addresses that are attached to all of those. So if you own your own domain, you can take it anywhere you want. You can host it wherever you want. It's completely portable at that point, and you own it forever.
Is that an expensive proposition? I mean, can just anybody do that?
Yeah. You want to spend $15 a year for a domain, and then it's generally somewhere around $6 to $20 a month for hosting. So,
is there any upfront cost when you want to set it up in the first place?
It depends on how you set it up.
Okay.
But like if you get like basic network solutions or GoDaddy mail that comes with a domain, and it comes free with your domain in most cases. Sometimes you can pay as little as $20 a year for mail hosting. So that's not a bad way to deal with it. And of course, Gmail is good, and I don't suspect that Google's going out of business anytime soon. So they'll probably be around, and they allow you to use their service anywhere. The only thing you've got to deal with when it comes to the Gmail stuff is that, it's Google, and some people have an aversion to Google. But as far as the free mail providers are concerned, really, Google sort of owns that area. And they have the best spam filtering as far as the free services are concerned. Outlook.com is not bad either, formerly Hotmail. And that works pretty well too. Is that what you use?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
had it for 12 years.
And the nice thing about Outlook versus Gmail is that the webmail for Outlook is way nicer than the webmail for Gmail. Mm-hmm. I hate the Google interface for mail. It's terrible. But and that's just me. Some people love it, but I don't like it at all.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
But it's free. There you are.
Yeah, get what you pay for sometimes.
Yes, it is. All right, Charles, you got a moment.
I have a question. Is the fan in the back of the computer always supposed to turn when the computer is on, or is there a temperature sensor that says never mind and it shuts off occasionally?
On most computers, it's always on.
So if mine's not turning, I should replace the fan.
That's a good idea. Now, it depends on which one it is, though. Is it the one that's right next to the power cord, or is it the one that's off by itself?
It's the one that's straight in the back of the case from, the right in the rear of the computer case.
How close is it to the power cord? In inches?
4 inches? 3 inches?
Okay. If it's that far away, if it's 3 or 4 inches away, that is sort of an optional fan.
Okay.
I mean, if it's plugged in, you should probably get it replaced if it's not spinning. But
Right.
The more important one is if it's the one that's like an inch away from the power cord. If that one stops, you should replace it immediately.
Got it. Well, that's one of the few things I could probably do myself. I can take off the case and just unscrew the fan and unplug it and go get another one.
Yeah, you can. And yeah, you could do that.
It's sort of a low-tech thing to do. I would change my spark plugs, but I wouldn't try and set the timing.
What I tell everybody is it's Legos for adults. You can pull it off.
Yeah, right. Legos for adults. I like that. Good. They ought to build submarines like that. Never mind. Anyway, thank you. I appreciate it. I was at a conference lately, and somebody noticed the fan wasn't turning.
Right on. Yeah, it probably got noisy and then died. It was rattling for a while, and then suddenly it was quiet. Yeah, most of the time that's what happens. Anyway, that's just the case fans are just to sort of move heat or air through the case. So it's trying to pull air in through the front to cool the hard drives. Mm-hmm. That case is semi-optional on most machines. However, if it's amp locked, if it's just it can't turn, it can cause some damage down the road. So yeah, go ahead and replace it.
Got it. Yeah, my computer sits on the floor, and I think it inherits a lot of dog hair from the dogs. I suspect that may clog it up. I should probably clean it out more often than I do. But
Right. When you clean it out, no vacuums, okay?
why is that?
Static. So vacuuming air, sucking air in through a tube causes static discharge.
Oh,
So no vacuums.
Get some air in a can.
Air in a can. That's right.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I always worry if I buy air in a can, someone will think I want it for some other purpose.
Well, try not to look like a hoodlum when you're buying it.
Well, I would. All right. Hey, where do I buy? Hey, this is stupid. Where do I buy air in a can? SWS?
Or Walmart.
Yeah.
Really?
Anywhere. Literally anywhere sells it.
I don't know who sells it. Well,
So
Walmart
yeah,
does?
like
Okay.
Walmart, Best Buy, Office Depot,
I think the 99 cent
SWS.
store.
Oh yeah, you can get them at the dollar store. Yeah, they're all over the place, man.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for the call.
And with that,
And with that, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. This is Computer Guru Show.
Your computer guru, Mike Swanson, is here to help you tame that beast of a machine. Join the chat right now at gurushow.com or call in. This is the Computer Guru Show on KVOY, The Voice. Mike Swanson, your computer guru, is just a click away. Listen and watch at gurushow.com. This is the Computer Guru Show on KVOI, The Voice.
Welcome back to the show. 790-2040 if you want to be a part of it. That's 520-790-2040. I had to double check.
yeah,
And that was terrible. 520-790.
you almost had it.
Almost had it. Oh, let's talk to Rick. Hello, Rick. How are you?
Good. I have a cell phone question on a Samsung cell phone. I've got Lookout on it. Is that necessary? And how do you get it off? What's on there?
Okay. So what kind of phone is it?
It's a Samsung S3.
S3. And who's your provider?
Verizon.
Okay. S3, no, you don't need it anymore. You can take that off of there.
Okay. Unfortunately, it won't come off. When you go to the delete file and you hit it, it keeps coming back on.
So what do you mean delete file? How are you getting there?
Okay. If you go to, on the phone, it says uninstall, and then you can install a whole bunch of them. And I hit Lookout, and it says Lookout will be uninstalled. You hit OK, and it just stays there. Doesn't go away. It came off my LG with no problem.
Time to factory reset the phone.
No, I did not do that.
No, I mean, that's the next step.
Okay,
So
so that's what I got to do.
Back up your stuff and wipe the phone out.
Okay,
Start
that's
over.
interesting. If you had problems with Lookout, wouldn't want to leave?
No, it's the first time I've ever heard of it not leaving.
Yes. Okay. Okay, great. Well, thank you very much. I sure appreciate your help.
You're welcome. Thank you
Keep
very
up
much.
the good show. It's excellent.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, so which one? Google or
I like the Google, but if you don't want to do the Google story, we don't have to.
All right, well, we'll go through it quickly just because it's really sort of a non-story anyway.
Yeah, I just thought it was kind of interesting.
So there was some guy who owned the Google domain for 1 minute.
Just a guy,
Just a guy.
not Google.
Not Google. All right, somebody other than Google owning Google.com for a moment. He was scrolling around looking for available domains, and just for fun, he just typed in Google.com, and it said, hey, Google.com is available. And so he bought it for $12.
$12.
And he was, looking around inside the Google dashboard, and it turns out he was the super admin of the Google dashboard
Yeah, that's the scary part.
for a minute until
had-
Google figured it out.
Yeah.
Likely they figured it out in a minute
Yes.
and refunded his $12 and took their domain back.
They said, nope, not yours. But he did have access to the webmaster's tools. That's
Yeah.
kind of the semi-scary part.
Yeah. But, how much damage could you do in a minute, really?
I
A
don't know.
lot. Yeah. Anyway, that is a little freaky.
I've seen Mission Impossible. I know how this works.
I've watched 24. They can open a socket somewhere.
Exactly.
Right.
It's interesting that They don't have other spellings for Google that maybe people have
Well, they do.
purchased.
Well, Google owns most of those too because
I wonder if they own Giggle.
I don't know.
Giggle.
I don't know. All right, Tara will look that up. But to me, because he's buying it through Google Domains, because Google has become a domain reseller recently, and I think it's very interesting that Google's own domain tools would allow it to sell itself and say that it was totally available, even though that's the site you are on at that moment. So there was obviously some sort of breakdown in the algorithm or the security protocols of Google Domains that allowed it to sell itself. Now, that also brings up another question is, well, what about your domain? Mm-hmm. Right? Well, is there some way that it could get inadvertently sold out from under you? And if so, how do you do that? No. No, it's a little frightening.
Yeah.
I'm glad they figured it out and fixed it quickly.
Very quickly.
Maybe that was going on with my Google stuff yesterday.
Maybe. Google doesn't own Giggle, by the way. Giggle.com is for baby products.
Oh, how cute.
Just saying. Hey, 20% off Ergo, baby.
And I'm just going to take a moment to express my frustration with Google and give them a little bit of props.
Okay.
Yeah, they're getting the thumbs up and the thumbs down in the same little comment here. So yesterday, I have a Google Apps account.
Right.
So Google for Work account that I use for my communications within Computer Guru.
Right.
And so we all have different little hangouts and we talk about different things, and that's how we talk to each other at work. Well, for some reason, my account, not anybody else's at Computer Guru, just mine, decided that it was not going to function.
Uh-oh.
It said, you don't have access to Gmail. You don't have access to Google Hangouts. And I will tell you that my entire world sort of came to a screeching halt for about 45 minutes where I was trying to figure out, why can't I talk to anybody? Right? Why can't I talk to the office or look at my calendar to figure out what's going on with my day? Right? It was very, very unpleasant. And luckily, if you're a Google Apps account, you get this fancy button that I can actually call a human and talk to somebody at Google.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's rather instant, right? You type in the phone number, punch in the little support pin, and some dude comes on the phone, or chick probably, but I talked to two dudes. And they do their best to help you out. And the first one was like, we'll just reset your account here, no big deal. And, give it 10 minutes, it should work. So 3 hours later, I call up and go through the same thing again. Hey, and it was only minutes worth of explaining. It's not working, make it work. And they said, okay. And this time it actually did, right? They put me on hold and did some extra stuff and whatever.
Well, that's good.
I have to say that Google support was kind of awesome, right? As far as it was no extraneous button pushing. There was no talking to India. It was really quick and very pleasant. And they didn't even try to sell me anything, which is
that's cool.
Pretty awesome. So that's the thumbs up for Google. Good support. Thumbs down for Google is, why is it that nothing in my world worked properly yesterday? So some of the things that I was having issues with, my phone is Android based. Mm-hmm. I tried to make a phone call when this first started happening, and I hit the little phone button so it'll bring up the dialer, and it interrupted me and said, you need to sign into Google. I'm like, what? I just want to make a phone call. and I was already kind of irritated. Mm-hmm. So there was much cursing and an unpleasantness happening towards, just bad emotions being sent towards my phone. And so then Google Chrome would not open at all. All right, it would open and it would just freeze on all of my computers. And so I literally had to switch over and use Internet Explorer for half a day yesterday.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And you know how I feel about the Internet Explorer. I felt dirty. I had to take a shower afterwards. It was just terrible.
Do you use Google Chrome on your Android phone?
Yeah, it's the one that's built in. I even used Chrome on the iPad, and it wouldn't work.
What about this business? I heard that Chrome had done something that allows them, when you go to the Chrome application, they can hear everything that's happening on your phone because they're listening to it through its speaker or something.
Well, there's okay, so
Is that one of those
No.
weird rumors?
no, that it's accurate that Chrome has access to your microphone,
Well, why?
so you can say, "Hey Google, answer this question."
Like Siri, kind of?
Yeah, kind of like Siri
Yeah.
for your computer.
All right, so when you exit Google, is the microphone still on somewhere in the Google hierarchy?
If Chrome is closed, it's no longer listening to you. Not to mention, imagine that you had a microphone in 10 million places all at once, and you were to sit down and turn on all those microphones. What do you think you'd hear?
It would be chaos.
Right, you wouldn't hear anything. And not to mention that there's no people listening to it. Right, there may be some QA guys that are going, well, this is what they asked for and this is the result they got, but nobody's listening to your conversations.
Yeah.
Right, it's just paranoid ridiculousness. It's no. However, all of the browsers are doing that now. Well, Firefox hasn't done it yet, but
I haven't used Firefox in a long time.
nobody should. However, the Windows is listening to you. Mm-hmm. All right, for the Cortana thing, so that all of the browsers are listening to you now.
On your desktop?
Yeah, that gives you an option to. And your phones are definitely listening. All of the phones.
So is this all being funneled through NSA and then to Google or something?
I don't know, and I doubt it. The bigger thing is it's probably a local algorithm that's listening for your voice to say, like, I have mine programmed for my phone because I wanted something that I would never say. So my activation phrase for my phone is, "Hey, fancy telephone." And so
Now everybody knows.
yeah, well, the phone's in my pocket. If you say that in front of me, I know that you're trying to hack my phone. But they're all listening for an activation phrase.
Right.
Like your Apple devices are listening for "Hey Siri." If you have a somewhat current Android phone, it's listening for "OK Google." So there's all kinds of listening that's happening.
I keep watching my computer waiting for it to freak out because you're saying all this stuff.
Luckily, I don't have any Apple devices that are plugged into power right now. Otherwise,
there you go.
All right, let's go ahead and talk to Mark. Hello, Mark. How are you doing?
Okay, Mike. Thanks for the show again.
Of course.
And anyway, I really have a lot of questions, but probably don't have time for them all. I've got a new, update for Adobe Reader, and I think you told me in the past, go ahead and update that. But
Reader's fine. Go for
Pardon?
it. Reader
Yeah,
is fine. Go for it.
All right. And my kid somehow got his computer screen wet, and in the rain or something. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
But now he's got this, ugly watermark going across the inside of his screen.
Inside the glass?
Yeah,
Okay.
on his laptop. And is there any fix for that?
Yeah, I mean, you can clean the inside of the glass. Otherwise, it's replace the screen. It's not a big deal.
Okay. And so just unscrew the frame that that holds the front glass in, and
If you want to do it yourself, you're welcome to give it a shot. However, we can do that for you.
oh, okay. And on your monthly antivirus free, whatever you call it,
GPS, right? It's a Group
Yeah.
Protection Services.
computer, yeah, Group Protection Service. Okay. And did you say that you have one now for like a family package going?
We have some deals working for family packages, yes. You have to call me on Monday to talk about them, though.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
Thanks for the
Well,
call, Mark. I appreciate
Thanks
it.
a lot. Okay. Bye.
And let's move on to Kevin. Hello, Kevin. How are you?
Hi, Mike. Fine, thanks. How are you today?
Lovely.
Great. I'll make this short and sweet. So I've got a Toshiba laptop, a Tecra, runs real well. Swap the hard drive out. Put a Samsung Evo 840 500 gig drive. So
That's
I
a
noticed it started
nice
to run
drive.
hot, and it never ran hot. Going online, did some search stuff, and it's telling me about an update Are you aware of any updates for the Samsung Evo 840?
There's firmware updates all the time.
Solid state drive.
Yeah, there's updates all the time for those things.
There are.
Yeah.
Okay. Will it make it? Okay. First thing you tell me is back it up. But I went on the website and there were like 3 or 4 downloads that you could secure for this thing. Is there any one in particular that? So like if
The short answer is you want the right one.
Yeah, that's. Thank you. So I'm calling and tell if I got the wrong. So I'm going to back everything up, and then it says there's a does it specifically say there's a hardware update for that, or
It's a firmware update. for the drive.
firmware update? That's the one I want to look for. So I run the program all the time just to keep the drive in shape, and I've never gotten any notification of an update. They normally don't send those out. You have to go look for them.
Yeah, that's not something that's going to just pop up. You have to go actively look for it because it's dangerous.
Oh, it is dangerous. So
Yeah.
you're not aware of any danger to doing this update?
Well, there's always a danger to doing firmware updates on drives. That the drive may become totally unreadable at that point.
Okay, so so just without since America's listening here, would you say since the machine's running hot and it never ran hot, I'm assuming that something's not where it used to be.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, when you say machine's running hot, explain what you mean.
Okay, the computer gets warm. It didn't used to get warm. It used to stay like really cool.
Is it localized to a specific area?
Just localized. And I just noticed it a couple weeks ago. And
Where is it localized to?
it was localized to the top of the screen.
Top
So
of the
maybe
screen.
Maybe it was just the screen. It wasn't the underside. I noticed when I put it away, it was like really hot.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with your drive.
Nothing to do with the drive. So
No.
if the drive's running, leave it alone.
Yeah, don't fix that. It's not broken.
Okay, thank you, because then I'll have to use the Computer Guru. Not that I wouldn't anyhow, so
Oh, yeah.
thanks, buddy. You guys have a great weekend. Thanks for the show. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
All
Thanks.
right, take care. Bye-bye.
I wonder if I should tell him what's actually wrong with this. Okay. Let's take a quick break.
Just go with it.
We'll be right back.
Whether you're dealing with hardware installation or, heaven forbid, a virus,
No!
Mike Swanson is answering all your questions one by one. So call in or chat in with yours. The website, gurushow.com. Tune in, click in, and kick back. This is the Computer Guru Show on AM 1030 KVOY The Voice. Mike Swanson, your computer guru, is just a click away. Listen and watch at gurushow.com. This is the Computer Guru Show.
Welcome back, and unfortunately we don't have time to get back to Kevin here at the moment, but Kevin, if you want to know what's really going on with your computer, you should call me during the week, 304-8300, and ask for me, because we'll talk about your overheating screen. But we have to take a moment to mention our sponsors. First of all, our corporate sponsor, which is Perfection Auto Works. They do a great job at fixing cars and making automobiles very, very happy. You should go check them out. Also, you can support us on Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/Guru Show, and if you want to donate as little as $1 or as much as, well, a lot, you can. Somewhere in the middle there is Desert Pro Commercial Cleaners.
Yes, we don't cut corners, we clean corners.
They are the cleaning source for the Eastside Computer Guru location over at 64 North Harrison. They keep everything running all pretty and dust-free over there.
And you can find them at TucsonDesertPro.com.
So if you want to be a part of the show in that way, please do so. Ask us about our group protection services and online backup services that we're offering for anyone here in Tucson. And actually, we're doing GPS all over the place. Doesn't matter where you're at. So,
as long as you can get online.
As long as you can get on the internet. So give us a call at 304-8300. Come visit us at any of our locations, 510 East Fort Lowell, or 64 North Harrison, or 5151 North Oracle. And we're here to help. It's what we do. We make sure that your technology is treating you properly. Otherwise, we'll come over there and poke it with a stick. That's what we do. Right?
Right.
All right. Thanks for listening. Wait
What?
a minute. Harry's not Harry anymore.
No!
What? I was like, who is that? It's Harry.
Oh my gosh, he cut his
Holy
hair.
Wow.
It looks good, but it's shocking.
Last time I cut my hair, people were asking, "Are you running for office?"
He's got kind of a like a Franklin Roosevelt thing going on there.
It looks good,
Yeah.
but it is shocking.
Looks a bit like a shorn sheep.
Holy moly. All right, then. This is Computer Guru Show. We'll see you next week.